Hey, slashers and scream queens, and welcome back to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
Oh my God, he's back.
Carlos is back.
I'm your Renfield John. Oh wait, that's Dracula.
Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan.
And I'm your Horror Daddy, Carlos. I don't know how to say that.
You really gave it your
I
all.
gave it. But Jonathan really fits the vampiric key.
Carlos.
Okay.
Carlos. Okay.
That fucks with that
Give
one.
it a little flavor.
Yeah.
But last week, you were a whole different
I was a
race,
world.
a whole different gender.
Yeah.
Damn, what happened?
I was on vacation.
Damn.
I mystiqued the episode. You know what I mean? If you know X-Men,
You
know.
and Jennifer Lawrence up in that bitch.
No, the other one.
I don't know her name.
Me neither. Rebecca. Know her first name.
Y'all close
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. So how was that vacay?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sad to be back. I'm happy to be here in this room, but not going back to the real world.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
It's that post like depression.
I'm getting
Post-vacay
not gonna lie, when you
depression.
told me let's go record, like, we finished the movie, obviously we're gonna go record, and we were just chilling for a second.
Yeah.
When you're like, okay, time to go record, I got a little depressed, not because we have to record, because I know that once I leave this room, my man is already gonna be asleep.
Yep.
And I already know it's all over.
Yep. And you're like, wow, tomorrow's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Fuck. It's a Sunday. Like, that's how I feel.
That should be a soundbite.
That
actually.
should be a
Fuck.
Sunday. Because we record
It's
every
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, it was a good vacation. I had a lot of fun in San Francisco. I got to hang out with Scared Gay, Paul and Pablo, which were amazing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's good.
Very gay city. I loved it.
No, that's good. I mean,
Yeah. Everywhere. We were everywhere.
That somebody kills me. Yeah, no, it's good because you deserve to be out there, and I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
took that initiative to. You didn't just do a staycation. I mean, you did, but it's good to have
After the real vacation.
Exactly.
Because I fought some demons this week. Y'all, we'll get to that in a second.
But it's good that you went and kind of went against your kind of nature, and then
Yeah,
just
because
went
I
out.
don't travel.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna definitely start doing it because
I
San
remember
Francisco
car
was
rides, you're
a-
like, I don't need to travel. I can just stay here. And I was like, nah, bro, do it. And look at that. You enjoyed yourself.
San Francisco was something else. I felt so free. The weather was wonderful.
Yeah, not humid.
It
as
makes me
fuck.
hate Florida right now.
Bro, you
living
showing
here.
me the pictures. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, it just, I need to go back.
Yeah.
Like, soon.
There you go. You got PTO, baby. Use that shit.
I'm gonna go back.
I'm telling
I'm gonna go
you.
back. Yeah. But speaking of demons, since well, not speaking of demons, but demons we fought this week. We go back to the segment.
What's the demons you fought?
I got back from my vacation and I was fine for the first 2 days, but then Friday came along. Girl, I don't know what hit me. I had a stomach flu. It was coming out of both sides. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I was sitting on, I don't want to give too much, that's a little gross, but and it was coming out the front. It was coming out the back, and I was just fucking dying. Me and my man were just, he had it too. We were on the couch the whole day. The TV was not on. We were just laying there going, ugh. It was the worst.
Just
and I felt
silence.
bad because it was just silence, but the dogs were so good that they didn't bother us. Like,
Yeah,
I
they
feel like
knew.
they knew.
Yeah.
Because they were just laying there, but then I felt bad because I knew at points that it's like, I need to go outside. And it's
Yeah.
like, fuck, I got to get up. Or like, then they get hungry and it's like, fuck, I got to make their
Dude,
food.
That's like the worst.
But it was just so, and the fact that what makes it worse is not that it was just one of us. Because if it's one of us and the other one will take all the responsibility, no issue. It's the both of us. And it's like,
and it's like
one of us has
you
to,
have
has
to get
step
up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just horrible.
Not
So I'm
both
still
of you
recovering.
Can't be a baby.
I know.
Yeah.
And I hate being the one that has to stay. Such a man baby when I get sick.
I can totally see that.
Yeah. But I'm recovering. I'm doing a little better today. So
That's good though.
Mhm.
That's good. It's just one. Yeah, I mean, hey, you had 1 week of goodness. You gotta have at least one bad day.
Unfortunately, it had to be the end of the week.
Exactly.
I
The very
know.
last day. You can't.
Mhm.
You can't just rest.
No.
Nope. You gotta fucking hate it.
We spent Saturday watching movies all day.
That's
after
nice.
we felt a little better, so that was nice.
That's good. That's
Mhm.
good. Any new movies?
I recommend Infested
Okay.
on Shudder. Vermins. It's a French film. Director's really hot too.
The Evil Dead. The next
He's
director for Evil
making-
Dead.
Yeah, he's making the new Evil Dead. I forgot his name. I think it's like Christian or something.
I can find it real
Yeah.
quick. I have a little box open.
Late Night with the Devil was okay.
Ooh. Hot take?
I think it might be a hot take. It was okay. It wasn't.
It's Sebastian. I don't know how to say
Sebastian.
this. Vanesek.
Okay.
It has like a little, like a V on top of a E. I don't know how you say that.
It's the accent. And then I also watched one called The Stranger, which was surprisingly very good. I really, really liked it.
Yeah,
it's like
I saw that it was like a show. Like on
like
Google, it said it was a show.
Yeah, with like 8-minute shorts, but it's like it's a movie, and it's like a what's he called? Like a chase, like a chase scene movie,
like a mouse and like
cat and mouse game. Yeah,
thing.
that kind of thing. And I was entertained the whole time. I didn't even take my eyes off of it.
That's good.
Finally watched Black Swan after 15 years of it coming out.
Which from the origins of what soundbite?
Did you suck his cock?
Did you suck his cock?
Which, seeing it in the movie, I was like, oh my god.
We were watching. Oh my god, what were we watching? That we heard the soundbite, and it was just so weird. Like hearing one of our soundbites in the
like it come out in person,
Yeah.
like or in the actual reference. It's really like
it's like weird. It throws me
so
out.
in the movie, Winona Ryder is like the older ballerina, so she's being retired.
Oh, and
And
she's like, how
then
did you get up
Natalie,
there?
yeah, Natalie Portman is the coming up one, and she's like, how the fuck did you get this role? Like, did you? And that's how it comes about, and it's like,
Gotcha. That's so funny.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like it's just so funny. We're watching.
Boom. Roasted.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, my girlfriend was watching The Office. She's starting it from the beginning, and I showed up, and it's just so weird. And I kept going back, and I just hear the soundbite. I don't hear the show.
Exactly.
It's so weird.
Exactly. What else did I watched a lot of movies yesterday. Yeah, that one, and I mean that's pretty much what I recommend, I guess.
Okay.
We watched one called All Fun and Games. It was okay, not that great. I watched one on Tubi, a Tubi original. It was called Low Lives. It's kind of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but like flipped,
Okay.
where it's like if Sally and them were the murderers in a way.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Those traveling murderers. Oh,
They're
okay.
cannibals.
That's kind of
Oh,
interesting.
sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I recommend you watching it. Anyways, here's the spoiler.
I just spoiled the whole fucking thing. And then I finally got around to Men, A24.
Yes.
I was so fucking bored.
I
I like the imagery of the movie.
Yeah. Like it's a
And-
pretty movie.
Yeah, it's the imagery, and it's really, and some of it is very like creepy. So I gave it a 2 out of 5. But I was bored. Like I was like, are men supposed to be bad, or do we have a point? Like what is the message?
Yeah, like it's like what's happening here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I
then
remember that was like everywhere.
And then
I'm-
there's man birth. I was like, what is happening?
wait, how the fuck did they give birth? Is that a spoiler?
Kind of.
Ooh, you gotta tell me because I'm like,
I'll tell you after if anyone. I mean, honestly, don't waste whatever.
because when I think of
a movie's a movie, but
when I think of man birth, I'm thinking of like a snake that just ate but is trying to like vomit it out. So all you see it is going back out. Like my penis just.
it wasn't through there.
How many? Pussy. Oh shit.
But that wasn't the only place.
how many holes do we got?
There's a couple of births in that movie, and they all came out of different places.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How can that be bad? Because
That was
it's the road to getting there.
right.
Oh, gotcha.
You know how Hereditary is like everyone's like, well, this is the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even though no, it's not.
It's
but
not.
that's how this one felt.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Then
yeah.
you're like, it's literally the last 10 minutes. Okay. I mean, that's a lot of movies. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Look at you.
But the one I recommend the most is probably Infested or Vermins.
Is it biased because the director's hot?
No. Like it's just spiders, and it fucking freaked me out.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good reviews from that, so that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you catching up with the
Thank
times.
you. Oh, and if you like Late Night with the Devil, I recommend you watch Ghost Watch. I seen Ghost Watch first and liked it a little better.
Interesting. I need to watch them. I need to watch it because from what I've seen, I kind of like it. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
aesthetic of it. So I'll see.
So I think the Ghost Watch is pretty much the same premise, and I think what they did was an actual show that they aired in the UK, and people believed the show was what was that,
yeah, it was
which
like
is supposed to be the
like
premise of
real.
this.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. How about you?
Demons. I fought a lot of demons. A lot of them that I
know.
can't talk about.
I was gone. I'm sorry.
That I can't talk about in here. But Besides that, man, the only demon that's been fucking me up was that my back was killing me all week. I couldn't stand. I was having a hard time walking.
Sometimes you need a good back blow for that.
That's what I needed.
Yeah. So you have your top friends for.
But you weren't there. Oh,
that's right.
Yeah, so I was just...
Even though apparently I said I'm a bottom long ago on this show, I don't remember.
You did. You did.
Well,
there's history.
If you find it, send me the clip.
But that's like literally the only fucking... It's still like kind of bothering me. It feels like one side of my hip feels like it has to pop, but it won't pop. Like I just try and it just won't. That. So I'm going to the doctors for it because I'm kind of scared.
You know, is it like on the side?
So it was on the side at first, and then now it was like the whole hip, and now it's just like in one, like it's went back to one side, and then now I feel it down my leg. So it's like sciatica maybe, and I'm kind of scared.
Because you know, I've been having some issue, like pain, like on the side here.
Yeah.
Every time I get up, and I'm kind of scared too.
That's what it was.
So I've been thinking I'm to going to the doctor as well.
Yeah, so I'm going because I'm like, I don't want it to be something crazy.
Because you know my family genes are not the best.
That's what I'm worried because I'm like I haven't had anything bad, but like I'm afraid it's gonna be like you know there's that disease where like your bones turn into stone basically, and then you just can't move and you just die. Like why?
Yeah, no.
Like God, why you do that? That's a bullshit.
That's why you gotta live life.
I don't have to. Hopefully I'll go on vacation this summer.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works out. And my birthday's soon. Just saying. In 2 weeks from now, my birthday's coming through.
And mine passed. I wasn't here for it, but I passed.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and thank you for the gift. You too. I didn't say thank you at all. I just...
No, you said you texted us.
Did I?
Yeah, you texted us.
Oh, forgot. I was drinking.
It was weird because we were like, should we do it like when it's 12 o'clock for you, or should we do it when it's 12? And I did it when it was me because I just did it. And then she was like, we should have waited till it was 12 for him. I was like, that's true.
It's funny because my mom's the kind to call me the time I was technically considered born, like on the birth certificate. Yeah. She's like, "Well, I'm gonna call you at this time," and I'm like, "Well, for you, it'll be like 5:30."
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
like, and she waited. She literally, it was 2:30 in
like
California. Yeah,
that's sick.
And then called me or texted me.
Sweet.
She's like, "I didn't want to bother you, so I'm gonna just text you." And I was like, "Oh, that's fine."
That's sweet.
But thank you guys.
Of course.
No one else sent me anything. So
damn, that's okay. It'd be like.
Oh, and my mother-in-law sent me money too. So
that's nice. Yeah, we were gonna buy you something. I was like, well, he's in the trip. Just send him the money. He'll probably. You already got a lot of shit. That's all I hear from him.
I don't need any more shit. I honestly don't need any more shit. Love that. You know, this room can just stay like this, and one day it'll be a museum.
What was it? We were gonna get you something. I can't remember where we were like, oh, he would really like this. I think we were at Barnes and Noble, and
okay, well, if it's a vinyl,
I think it was a vinyl. Fuck, I can't remember. But then we're like. But he's in the trip. I know he told.
Oh, you know what I want now? That's like in bookstores. Gay science.
Gay science.
You know the guy that does the gay science TikTok? I forgot his name. He does the gay science, and it's like the TikTok.
Yeah.
He made a book.
Oh, that's cool.
I want it. Oh. I would actually read that because it's kind of funny.
That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, shit.
I'm the gay uncle and then the horror fan and the gay science.
Now the gay science nerd.
Yeah.
Did you read your book?
No. So this is what happened. I took Carrie with me on the airplane, and what happened is that JetBlue has movies, and of course they have like updated movie. Well, actually no, I rode on 3 older airplanes, so like they didn't have like as much updated movies. The first airplane I rode had like literally everything you can even. It even had Jaws in Jurassic Park. Like that's cool. It had everything. So I ended up watching like The Blackening, which was honestly loved it.
That's cool. Yeah.
And they also had The Voyage to the Demeter, but I didn't get to see it because the next airplane didn't have those movies. Oh. Yeah, they were a little more not as updated. I did get to watch Mean Girls the musical and the Sydney Sweeney one with Glenn Powell.
And Anyone
But You. Okay. Well, no, I actually liked Anyone But You, but the Mean Girls is not really needed, but okay.
Yeah. Are you biased?
I liked a couple songs. No, because I love Mean Girls, so not really needed.
That's true. I can see that. Yeah, it was weird.
It's a remake. It's a remake with music.
Interesting.
It's pretty much the same movie with music. I will say though, Renee Rapp as Regina George fucking slayed.
Okay,
loved it. Queen. Everyone else did okay. Did good.
they did their job. Okay, that's good. That's at least they did their job. That's good. Yeah, it felt a little weird that it was like musical. I was like, that's weird.
But that's why I didn't read my book, because there were so many movies I haven't seen that I got to watch them.
Yeah, I guess that's
also on a 6-hour flight, and then I wasn't next to my man going over to California, so I felt weird in between people like this, and I felt like they didn't want to be next to me. So,
bitch, I would just put my head on their shoulder and just start reading like this.
It's not
Make
my
them uncomfortable.
Sorry that I'm a man.
I get it.
I'm gay though. You're safe. You are safe.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, come on, girl. Alrighty. Well, I'm glad you've had a great vacation. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
So now that we're back, let's talk about the movie of the day.
The movie of the day, Renfield, directed by Chris McKay, actually, written by Ryan Ridley and also Robert Kirkman. And Renfield is Dracula's henchman and inmate at the lunatic asylum for days. Wait, why did I start it that way? Okay, sorry. Let me restart that.
What
the synopsis.
I just had a stroke.
I'm gonna restart the synopsis of Renfield. So Renfield, Dracula's henchman and inmate at the lunatic asylum for decades, longs for a life away from the Count, his various demands, and all of the bloodshed that comes with them.
Okay. Yeah, Renfield, which was on Peacock for the longest fucking time, and then it just wasn't there.
I think they keep movies for a while, and then they remove them and put other newer movies, I guess, to give them a chance.
Gotcha.
Renfield did have a budget of $65 million, and y'all let this movie flop. This movie only made $26 million, and this movie is amazing. Okay, here's the thing. It came out in April, which, thank you. It came out around my birthday, but I think that's might have what happened. Renfield, I feel like the Universal Monsters feel like something that should come out during the
Halloween,
October season.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't come out during that season, I feel like people are not excited. Well, people that are not horror fans are not excited to go see stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because this movie is kind of dark, even though it has comedy in it.
I thought it was going to be a lot more comedic than it was. And I was like, wow, this movie is actually kind of fucking crazy.
It flopped, and I don't understand why. Like, I would admit if it's a bad movie, but it's not.
Yeah,
at all. I saw it in the drive-in.
Yeah,
which was really cool.
That's pretty cool. I found like one of the issues about this movie. I enjoyed it. I think it's a very fun movie. Nicolas Cage as Dracula is like a genius move, and I'm surprised that it hasn't been done sooner.
Okay, now that you say that, so Nicolas Cage has an uncle that's famous. His uncle his name is Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, Coppola, yes. Fuck.
Yes, who directed Bram Stoker's Dracula. He was going to have Nicolas Cage in that movie as Renfield.
Oh,
but there was some issues with Nicolas Cage. I guess he didn't act well in another role. So they didn't want him because of his attitude or something. So that's why he didn't get it. But it felt like Nicolas Cage was born to play Dracula.
Yes.
Kind of like Megan Fox was born to play Jennifer Check.
Or Madison Beer.
No. No. I honestly don't see another man playing this role.
No, he was so good.
He even looks a little like oh my god,
Bela
Lugosi. Yeah, sorry,
the Gussie,
the good one. Like if you can put them next to each other and they look pretty fucking similar.
I was like very surprised, and what fucking got me upset was that I want to see more of him. I feel like he was like here in a scene, then he was like gone for like a good 40 minutes. And I'm like, there was too many stories happening at once. I think that's my main issue.
So my issue with this, I didn't want the Awkwafina story.
I do. So a lot of people hate Awkwafina, and I understand.
I don't hate her.
I liked her. I thought she was fine.
She was fine.
But her story kind of felt like it was like didn't really go anywhere. And I was like, then remove her then from that story. Because it's like, what, besides having Renfield like live his normal life, what else was she there for?
Right.
For not really anything. And also the crime family, the Lobos, like the mom really didn't have anything to do. And then we were following her around. And I'm like, why are we following the mom if the kid's the one that we're actually following because he's connected with Renfield and Dracula? That doesn't make sense to me. It's either make her the main villain or make him the main villain. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like there was too many stories happening, and I feel like you could have trimmed a couple of them narrow it down and have more. If there was more Dracula and more Renfield connection between them or interactions, this movie probably could have done even better because it felt too messy for me. That was the only thing.
I wanted more of just the Renfield Dracula stuff, less other people.
Yeah, and I feel like it was
I feel like Awkwafina fine. They could have made her the love interest. That's fine with me. It's just I feel like she should have been on the side, and she's slowly finding out that this motherfucker works for Dracula.
Crazy as hell.
But the father stuff just
it's just because it didn't go anywhere. I was like, what? Like she's the hero? Is that what?
So I think what they were trying to do was that how Renfield's trying to overcome his demons.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to do the same with her.
Yeah.
But trying to take down this family.
Yeah, because like I understood that it's like Renfield has been a slave basically to Dracula. So she's kind of been like, she's fucking successful. She's great at everything, but they keep her at this low level. So like, but my thing is that they never fleshed that out. Like they never went, we're keeping you here for this reason. Like they just kind of just did it.
Because the sister's successful. She's a fucking FBI agent.
So that's what makes
So that has nothing to do with the father stuff.
But then we find out that the police is corrupted.
Which didn't come by surprise.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I can kind of see it from that.
Because they let him go in the beginning.
Yeah. Right. So it's like, so why is the sister... So is the sister corrupted? Is that why she's fucked up at the end? Because she's not. But then at the same time, it's like, why didn't they just kill her earlier than if the Cole police or fire her or not have her in the FBI, if anything, keep her low like her sister. Like there's just like a lot of things that I was like, I feel like we're spending too much time with this that doesn't lead anywhere at all. Like, and it's like we get glimpse of Dracula here and there, and it's like, man, his performance was so fucking good, and it's like I want to see more of that. I don't mind having Teddy being more into the story and seeing his transformation, because I feel Teddy's kind of like opposite of Renfield. Yeah, where it's like he's kind of being the Renfield for his mom.
He sees it as a blessing and not a curse, where Renfield sees it as a curse and not a blessing.
Yeah, and it's like Dracula and the what's the mom's name? I forgot.
It's Bella Francesca. Oh, just call her Bella.
Yeah, so Bella. Oh, Bella Lugosi. That's funny. So her and Dracula were like the same character. Like they're the boss and whatever. And then Renfield's trying to leave Dracula, but Teddy's kind of like always by the mom's side. And it's like kind of the same story between them two. So I can kind of see them, but it felt so...
And then there was so much in between, which is kind of like a werewolf, which also Dracula can turn into a werewolf.
So it's like it's really cool. I do like that. A lot of little details were actually really really cool. And it's like I enjoyed it. I just feel like it could have been a way better movie with like maybe less characters and a more fleshed out story.
I kind of wanted more of the support group meetings with Renfield and kind of progressing, not just a montage of like, hey,
like random
here's
scenes.
Here's your Bible. And I feel like that would have been better, and then seeing how he progresses to overcome him. Yeah. And maybe like Dracula's kind of like trying to be better, but he just can't.
That would be funny if like Dracula would actually is like genuinely trying to be like a better person, but he just can't.
Because the world domination thing was kind of funny. How he's like, oh, you were right. We should rule the world together.
Yeah, like randomly. He like got bored of just living and eating.
And he had a whole map, and it's like, and Renfield with a little stick, you know?
It was kind of cute. I was like, oh, he's including him in his plans. Yeah, I wish we would have seen it, because that's what Awkwafina felt for me, was that she was there just to be like, Renfield, you deserve better. And it's like that feels like such a like little role for her than for her to have such a major scene. It's like I wish we would have seen her maybe in the support group, like how she is at the end of the movie.
And that's how they meet.
And that's how they meet, and maybe she's had that little friend. I was even thinking maybe Renfield meets Teddy, and Teddy's kind of like, man, you're your own man. Like he kind of gives him that weird confidence, and he becomes like, Renfield becomes like Dracula but drug lord, and then Teddy doesn't like that because he's like, what the fuck, you're taking my people. And you know, it could have been a little bit more tight knit, but I think everyone did great. I love Teddy. I love the actor.
You haven't said the cast
list. I know I haven't said the cast list.
You can do that first.
Yeah, so let's I'm gonna go through the cast list. Sorry. So of course we got Daddy himself, R from Nicholas Hoult as Renfield,
which he dresses like R.
He does
in the
Of course, Daddy Nicolas Cage as Dracula, Awkwafina as Rebecca, Ben Schwartz as Teddy Lobo, and Shohera Agadashlo, I think that's how you say her name. Sorry. As Bella Francesca.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much our main cast. But yeah, so I like Ben Schwartz. I think the line delivery through his whole movie, I think, was so fucking good. It was weird seeing him like a mobster, but he's kind of like a baby, like a nepo baby, baby mobster. It was
the
pretty
mom
funny.
is like the boss.
Yeah,
because you think he's the boss.
Exactly. That's
until
what I
you
thought.
meet her. Yeah,
And he's like such a little pussy. Like he reminded me of like a villain from like Kick-Ass.
Yes.
You know, he's like a child basically, and that's so fucking funny. But it's just like there was like a scene. Oh, I can't remember what it was. That he's like talking mad shit, and like all he says is "What the fuck?" But he says it in such a real way that I just started laughing because I'm like, I don't know why that sounded so real.
I think it's isn't it when they go to the hospital to find Renfield, and then all his men are gone and Dracula just appears in front of him.
Yeah. And it's just like the way he says it. It's like so little, but it sounded so real. It was pretty funny. But everyone just kills it. I think everyone was like really perfect casted in this movie.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I think Nicholas Hoult is actually doing another vampire movie very soon. Ooh. I think he's in the new Nosferatu with Bill Skarsgård.
Yes.
It's him, right?
Oh my God, what's her name? And yeah, Bill Skarsgård and I forgot the girl's name. I thought
we know her, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I can't think.
I got you. Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy.
No. Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the first. Oh no, I read Aaron. The wrong guy. Oh, it's Quicksilver. That's what I read. I read Aaron Taylor, and I was like, oh.
Oh, Quicksilver's in that movie.
He's the first build, and then it's Bill Skarsgård.
Oh.
And then William Dafoe, and then Nicholas Hoult. Damn, this movie's gonna be
a lot of daddies in that movie. God
damn. Is it Emma Corrin? Oh, yeah. She's in the Deadpool movies.
Yeah. I think it's her.
Okay, yeah.
Robert Eggers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eggers, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Emma Corrin.
I'm excited for
and
that.
Lily Rose Depp from Tusk.
And I'm excited to see Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu. But anyways,
yeah, he's gonna be great. But yeah, about Renfield. So what's okay? So what do you think about this movie?
I love it. I think telling it from a different perspective gives it a fresh take. Telling it from Renfield's perspective, because we always kind of see Dracula's perspective, and it's kind of like, oh, he's like this.
He's so sexy,
and he's very manipulative, and he gets what he wants. But in reality, he's a monster.
Yeah, he's abusive as fuck.
And he's a narcissist and a manipulator and a gaslighter. But I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was kind of cool seeing it like in that perspective.
Because I kind of like the whole sad boy thing that Renfield has kind of going on for him.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because it's
chime in.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's Nicholas Hoult playing him.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
He had the emo boy haircut.
Yeah,
like
he did.
He's pale with like the orange, like the bags under his eyes, but he's like, it looked like makeup for a second.
But I like because we're always getting Dracula movies, and it's always from Dracula's perspective, or a human that is being stalked by Dracula or whatever. It's never someone
like
that works near him.
A personal take on
Everyone
Dracula.
always puts Renfield to the side, and I like that this movie was like, no, he's actually just as cool as Dracula. Like, motherfucker got powers.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Does Renfield have powers?
I think that's the whole. I think that's what the bugs were for in the original.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
And that's why he was his henchman. But the thing is that if I remember correctly, he went crazy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And they locked him up forever.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And like, Renfield has always been kind of like he's cool with Dracula, like he's like okay with this curse. In this one, it's like, no, he hates his life. He's like an abuse victim basically, and it's like, I like that the support group, like he's going there to find his prey or his victims, but then it's like he's kind of listening to them being like, oh damn, maybe I'm in an abusive relationship.
You know what maybe made this movie even better, like if we, because it's already present day. What if we went through like different decades with both of them?
I would have liked that. At least like a little montage of it, or like snippets.
Yeah, because we do get the beginning where he's telling. It's pretty much the first movie, and it's pretty much. I think there's even the boat scene is from the first movie. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I mean, like it looks like they composed them into the shot, like especially like that long shot where they introduce each other, because that's been done before with Compao or I think it's Compao, that comedy like martial arts movie. That was all like a different movie, and then they just green screen his ass into the movie
with the cow.
Yeah,
and the chicken. I know the director kind of wanted this to be a sequel to the original, which you can kind of see it with Renfield just telling the story in the beginning. I guess it didn't pan out for him.
Yeah.
Because, I forgot what happens in the original. But I wish we would have gotten them through the decades. I think that would have been more interesting. Kind of seeing Renfield's demise into going into this, like, I really need to get out of this because this isn't working out for me.
Yeah, I can
his
see
spiral
that.
into like chaos.
Yeah, I can totally see that because it's like maybe the problem is the modern take on it. Maybe because it would be interesting seeing this as a period piece, and like you said, the movie could take place like deeper, like every period, every so often, every century or whatever the fuck. But like seeing him turning, being like, damn, I am really doing this. Like, and then eventually he can like start fighting back.
And I don't mind the modernness because it's kind of like they have to adapt also to the world.
Yeah.
Because now it's kind of hard to just kidnap someone and
you
get away with
it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, I like that they have to kind of adapt. And I just love that he just carries chloroform with him.
Yeah, like that's just normal.
And he just I should have grabbed that nun. But it's like, you can't just grab her in the middle of everyone.
Nope.
You have to be sneaky about it. And there's cell phones now. I do like that they have to post up in a hospital because they lost all their money. So it's like eventually vampires do lose their money if they're not doing anything with their lives.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, because that's always been my thing. It's
they're
like,
always rich.
Exactly. Because I get that they're like, they have that old money where it's like they've accumulated for so many years.
But after a while, it's like, motherfucker, you're going to have to keep moving because you're not aging. So you have to keep working. And eventually you're going to run out of places in the world to go.
Bitch, buy Alcatraz. That's your castle now, bitch. I brought it back to San Francisco. Saw me? That's called a callback.
Which I do have a good movie for Alcatraz, but we'll talk about it later. It involves Michael Myers.
Oh.
Anyways, but yeah, I think like where was I going with this? I do like the present because they do have to kind of like play with the, Wi-Fi and stuff. But the hospital, how they have to go in the hospital because now they're poor.
Yeah,
they ran out of money.
Yeah,
how do
they
make
have like their layer?
Yeah, how do they make money? Renfield got to go to work.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
And
he Ubers during the day.
But that's the thing. He's a realtor. So we could have seen that side of that. He has to keep working to keep this man sustained.
Yeah.
But no.
Because that's like we always have these conversations in the car. But it's like we talked about like, would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire? And it's like, if you got possessed or whatever as a vampire, it's like nowadays you'd be just fucked. Like you'd be just working on forever. Like you don't get to retire, nothing. You just stuck working forever. Like that's just how our life is. Because you can't just
have a house and not expect to pay anything unless you're gonna be like the Dracula and live in an abandoned hospital. Which honestly though, his throne was pretty cool with the blood bags.
Yeah, the blood bags was like behind his chair with red lighting, but then everything else is green, and it was like so fucking pretty. Like it was pretty sick.
But yeah, I liked it. I liked the whole modern take on it. I just wish less other people.
Yeah, it's like the monster movie, like the the kaiju movies or whatever. It's like we want to see Godzilla fight Kong. I don't want to fucking see the people around them.
You know what I can describe? You know how the Invisible Man, we just followed Elizabeth Moss?
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, where is he? That's what I wish this was. Even though I really, really like this movie. I just wish it was more... If it was more of the... Renfield's technically in a toxic relationship. Yeah. Trying to run away from Dracula. I feel like that would have been more interesting, but I know they also were trying to do more of a comedy.
Yeah.
And Invisible Man is a very serious movie.
True.
But I feel like if they would have kind of went that route with the whole support group meetings, this probably would have been a little better.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it's just weird because it's like, the comedy, I think it really worked. I really enjoyed it, especially the support group guy.
He's amazing.
He's so fucking.
Mark.
I love that.
His name is Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Oh my god, he was cracking me up. Like when he's like, you start thinking about you. And he's like, and then he'll what is it that he says? He will never go full power. He's like, full power. Wow, that was so weird. Why would you say it like that?
Wait, but yes.
That shit had me dying. Oh my god. Like his delivery, everyone delivers their lines so fucking good. And that's what really, I'm like, damn, like it feels weird that this movie flopped so bad.
Cause it's really funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
And it's gory.
I guess it's because comedy is so subjective with people, and it's like
that's very true.
It's hard to find I think that's always been the case with horror comedies. It's like hard to find some people are like, if it's not scary, then it's not good. But if it's not funny, then it's also not good. It's like weird how it's really hard to do, and it's like it sucks. It's like people want a serious Dracula movie, because I've seen a lot of the ratings, and it's like, oh, I'm tired of them saying a joke. It feels like a Marvel movie. Like I want to see Dracula killing people, and it's like
that has to be one of the Marvel boys saying that.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Like, can you just not enjoy the movie? It literally sets up with freeze frame.
You know what I think? You know that I think the problem is with people that are not horror fans. When they go see a horror movie, they want to see. Like blood, they want to be scared.
Yeah, and
us horror fans, we want to be scared, but we also like the entertainment of it.
Because, like everything in life, horror is one of those where it's a spectrum. It doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be gory. It can be literally anything in between. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be good. Trust me. I don't know if you saw my tweet.
I did. Yesterday. What was that about?
Because motherfuckers out here being like, oh, this movie's so fucking boring. Pearl's so annoying. Blah blah blah. And then in the same thing being like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4 is underrated. It's like, shut the fuck up at this point. Like,
no.
If you like a bad movie, you have to admit you like a bad movie. That's fine. But it's like, just because it's not gory or like violent or fucking jump scare fucking Halloween Horror Nights doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Like it's so annoying to hear that. Also, people called out, so I was a little fucking peeved. So I was just a little annoyed.
It's okay. No, I hate those same tweets too. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 is the most underrated horror movie ever.
Shut the fuck up.
No, it's not. It's not. No, I'm sorry.
It's really annoying. It's like, ugh, and that's what I feel like Renfield had like an unfair point. People already hate Awkwafina because fine, she's done her career stuff have been a little bit iffy, but like she was fine in this movie. I really enjoyed her. It just, I felt like if she were gonna put her in the movie, I want her to matter. Like I felt like you could have just erased her character. Movie would have been just the same. Yeah,
because the fight scenes were really good. She was in them.
Yeah, and she was a bad bitch in it too.
And her and Renfield fighting together was wonderful.
Great. That apartment shootout
scene? Apartment shootout.
Great.
The restaurant one was great.
Oh yeah, the restaurant. I forgot about that one. Yes, that one's a great one too.
He fucking cuts somebody's hands with a dinner plate thing.
Chairs flying.
He just be kicking and stuff flies.
Like it was really, really good. And that's what I don't understand. It's like you have the violence. Like it was pretty gory. Like there was a lot of parts where I was like, oh shit. Maybe it's not like gratuitous horror.
I honestly think it's when we're not following Renfield where people get bored.
And yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Because
I feel like that's when I'm like, the movie's called Renfield.
Yeah.
Why are we not following Renfield?
But it's also because it like their story doesn't really matter because it doesn't go anywhere. So it's like, why do I care? Like it
should have been more. I agree. It should have been more Dracula and Renfield versus the crime family.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me in my head.
Or the crime family's trying to take Dracula, but Renfield doesn't like that, even though Renfield's trying to get rid of him, but he doesn't like the way the direction he's taking it.
That makes more sense because you know what it gives me. You know how in What We Do in the Shadows, it's like we're the kings of
Staten Island.
Yeah, like, it's like just one block.
Yeah.
So it makes me think like your Dracula's like, I used to own this place, but then like the Lobos family's now taking over, so they don't like that, and it's kind of like a crime war between like literal criminals and like literally Dracula. Like that sounds so ridiculous. That's funny to me, and I'm like, oh, I would love to see that. But it's like then you have the side characters that their story don't matter, and then we cut, and it's like a whole plot point that it's like, what's happening? Like, let's go back to this place.
I think you're gonna like Abigail better.
I can't wait. I really want to watch that.
But I won't spoil anything. But But this does make a great double feature with Abigail. I will say that. I will say that. But yeah, I also liked what else? When he goes home, when Dracula finds out that Renfield's been fucking betraying him.
When he opens the door and Dracula's in
the
there.
house and he's like, "Oh the fuck!"
We were all like, "Wait a second."
Well, the first time I watched it, I told Frankie, I was like, "How did he get in?"
Yeah, it's like he can't do that.
And then they literally just point out, it says, "Welcome, come on in on the doormat." Because of course he has a door.
Renfield, you know better.
Yeah. Didn't we see something recently that did the same thing? The Slay, the drag queen vampire movie, the club. There's a sign.
Bitch, I was like this.
Yeah, I know.
I was tired that day.
But they do something similar to that.
They do a sign. Oh, that's pretty funny. I need to watch that. I was really enjoying it. I was just like, we have to record an episode later, so I need to sleep now.
No, that movie's really funny. Great double feature from Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, I would say it's like you want the straights and then a gay movie.
Okay,
you know, George Clooney.
Maybe George Clooney should have been in the Slays.
Ooh, girl, they would have been all over him.
But yeah,
that was really funny.
That was so funny because I literally was talking mad shit about that scene already. I was like, oh, come on, how they forget about his rule? And then they fucking literally just like The Office panned the camera down. That shit was.
They knew what they were doing.
Yep, they literally were talking to me.
Yeah. The first fight scene. Okay, another thing I do like about Renfield that he goes to the support group not only to listen, because he doesn't talk at first. He's just there to listen.
He coughs and they're like, Renfield, you have something to say?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like,
but he's not taking these people, because these people are technically alone because they're abused by other people, but he's taking the victims. So
he's trying to be like because he kills people, so he feels bad, so he doesn't want to kill innocent people, so he tries to kill like bad people.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I'll help these people feel better about themselves if I kill their abusers.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes. Which I do like that.
Yeah,
that's really funny. But then Dracula doesn't want them because their blood is bad and they
Yeah.
taste nasty because
He
they're
said
bad
he
people.
wants what is it?
The
The pure, unsuspecting tourist. Busload of cheerleaders and
nuns.
And nuns.
Girls and boys, doesn't matter. It's not about the genders.
So
risky.
Or sexuality.
Don't make it about sexuality.
He's bisexual Dracula.
But yeah, I think that is a cool concept that he goes to these support groups for that. Like, I think that's pretty funny.
And I wish that would have more of that.
Like maybe Aquafina is going through some abuse, and then like she kills, and she's kind of like, okay, this is kind of dope. What's up? You need help?
Like Velocipaster.
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Because I mean, he killed the guy in front of her.
That's true. And she was kind of like, okay,
you know what? I'll take the dinosaur home.
Let's forget about that. The dinosaur part. He's hot as fuck.
Right. That's all that matters. That's Nicholas Hoult. He's a murderer, but hot.
And you know what? I will say I like emo Nicholas Hoult more.
Yeah?
Yeah. When you said he got it, I don't know why. I was like, I want to hug him. He feels like he needs a hug.
He's just drowning in those blue eyes because he's so pale and his eyes are just blue.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
Love you.
Yep.
But I do like his little montage. Yeah. He has like support signs all over his little apartment.
Yeah,
like,
it's really cute.
He has one that says YOLO.
Oh, yeah, it's like those inspirational
quote posters
that people put on their offices and stuff.
Yep. It felt like I was at work or something at school.
Yeah. But it's so bright, and then he got a big ass studio apartment apparently.
It's a studio.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, what? Studio apartment is like a room.
I think it's an open concept.
Yeah.
Because the bed was like right there. But yeah, he paints it like really bright. It feels very 70s.
He's wearing colors, like crazy, like amount of colors. Like he's not wearing black anymore.
Nope.
So it is pretty cool seeing his progression like that. You know what? I think it's because I saw Spider-Man 2 last week in theaters, which was amazing. But I want to see raindrops are falling on my head
like
montage with him like trying to live life like a normal person.
Yeah.
That would have been really good. Like he doesn't know how to cook because it's like how to like he just eat bugs. Like
does he eat food?
I don't know. They don't talk about that.
I feel like he's still
human because he only gets his powers.
He's immortal.
Yeah,
technically because of Dracula.
He's lived so long. What else is he gonna do?
that's true.
Because
That's true.
he eats bugs to
Gain the
to
power.
become Superman, pretty much.
Yeah.
But other than that, is he like able to eat? I feel like he is.
I guess I don't know because
wasn't he having coffee with Aquafina at the end?
And cookies.
And cookies.
Oh, and cookies. Well, he baked the cookies for her. We don't know if he never ate them. Because he was like, "Give me the one that."
And he's always at the restaurant, but we never see if he eats or not.
Mm-hmm. He's always he was drawing something, or he was like doing
planning
something. Yeah, planning
to
stuff
see
out.
if he can get out of his relationship.
That's actually really funny.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I like to see more like him trying to live normal life, but he can't do like if he can't eat, then show me that he can't do that.
You know what I also like? That Dracula's blood is a cure.
That's a pretty cool concept because it's like, and he's such a fucking asshole because he uses that shit for his advantage and it's so fucked up. Like
that's something I like though. Like,
I've seen it in books.
yeah,
Okay.
It's not the first time I hear of it, but I think it's really cool. I like that the way he manipulates. It makes you fall in love in a way.
Yeah, and I hate it. Like at the beginning when he's like,
when he's explaining
you're the only the person that you know, and it's like because he kind of makes sense because you're kind of like, damn, like these people are just gonna arrest him right after this is done, and it's like, dang, he kind of right, and then he fucks you at the end. And it's like,
Daddy, chill.
But right. But honestly, though, this as a gay story would have been amazing. Like he makes Dracula fall in love somehow.
that would be actually really good.
Are you okay?
Wait, that.
Louis and Lestat, baby.
Oh, I guess that's true. That's true. Because it would be really cool seeing like Renfield's actually in love with Dracula, and like Dracula is just using that, like, because he's such a fucking asshole. He's just like, of course I will be in love with you, but not right now. You know, like keep his ass in the hook.
Kind of like Guillermo and Nandor.
Exactly, where it's like I'll turn you eventually. Yeah, he left his wife
for his roommate.
For his roommate.
Gays.
But it's just like I love that. Like the way he manipulates is so fucked up because you can kind of be like, this is the only movie where like, or not the only one because you know there's a lot of movies that do it well. But like I never went like, why are you being so stupid? Like obviously he's lying to you. Like when he's manipulating Rebecca with her dying sister there, it's like, damn, fuck, like. I probably would have fallen too.
That's his power, and I think that's something they do really well. Even in the original, that you kind of see it with the gaze of his eyes, and that's why his eyes are brighter than the rest of his face, because that's how he gets you.
Yeah, because he's like literally, it's like gaze,
like not gaze.
Because it is really cool that it doesn't seem like he has oh my god, what is that called? Like trans power, like trans no, like Candyman, where he kind of puts you in a trance. What's that called? Hypnotism?
Sure. Yeah.
So he doesn't have that hypnotism power, but he lowers, like he sweet talks to you, and it's like
it's kind of like Candyman, you could say, and you kind of fall into his trance.
I'm sorry, talk to me, baby.
But I think that would have been really cool too if they make it. I mean, people would probably want to hated it more than it is already hated.
Don't give a fuck about that.
I don't give a fuck about that either. I would have loved a gay story between these two.
I think that would be such a good idea, and it's like I want to see like Dracula be such a monster that he just keeps them like there, and it's like that. Like you feel bad for Renfield.
You can kind of Dracula and Renfield are kind of a gay story if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Because why Renfield?
Exactly. Twink.
Right.
Yo, I just discovered a saying.
What?
Twink death.
What is that?
When you were a twink and then you just become like the most hideous person in the world. Like when you grow up. Like it's like you were a twink at one point then you grew up and then you just.
Where did you learn this?
Twitter.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
It's like, cause there was like a YouTuber that like his whole thing was that he was a twink and whatever, and then like now he didn't show his face for like years, and then he showed his face and he's like super like not attractive at all, and then like people were like, "Wow, you killed that twink." It's like twink death.
Oh, that's not good.
I thought it was kind of funny.
It's a little funny. Never heard that one before.
But anyways, yeah. So it's like I can see that. Like I can man, fuck. It's just like they need.
I think
the boss to do it. It's
and
like,
then the
come on,
Lobos
just
are
do
trying
it.
to take Dracula from Renfield. Renfield doesn't like that. I would have liked that too.
It's like you can kind of understand it because it's like Dracula's supposed to be like a
he's in
charming
love,
guy, and he don't care.
But then Renfield kind of figures out that he's just a fucking manipulating ass bitch, and it's like, no, you know what? I don't need you.
Exactly.
And I already have the power. So like, what happened? Because that's another question. He didn't kill. You can't really kill him, which is why they put him in cement.
Yeah, they like cut him into pieces, cement him, burn him. They do everything. They literally try everything.
They put him in cement, and it's like it might take years for him to get back into his normal self. So whatever. So he keeps his powers because he's technically still alive, and he kept the jug of blood in case he needs it because it cures him.
That's true.
So it's like, yeah, Renfield's fine without him.
Yeah,
you don't need him.
He literally could just,
and that would have been good too. Like he realizes. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. He realized that he didn't need him, but I think as a love story would have been better.
Yeah, because it's like, and you can even sympathize. I mean, I think you could still sympathize with this movie, but you can be like like everyone's had that one toxic relationship where you're just like, I don't need this person, you know, and then just kind of,
this person's a monster.
But at the moment, you probably feel like, oh, you can't. But then you grow up and then you realize like, oh, I don't need this person, and just you can relate to Renfield in that aspect, you know. But make it into this crazy supernatural story, which is really cool. I think that would really, really add to it. And this movie, I think, tries to do that, but again, it's like stuck in between like storylines.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of weird.
I'm sad we're probably not gonna get more of this version of him.
No.
I'm glad he got to play him though. I know Nicolas Cage always wanted to do Dracula, so I'm glad he got to do it.
I hope he does it again because he fucking kills it. It's just like now it's gonna be like, oh, is this
I remember
the
promo photos coming out, and I'm finding out that he was gonna be Dracula. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
I knew he was gonna kill it because Nicolas Cage is so fucking weird, but he's such a great actor.
He is. And honestly, when he was burnt and being like, oh, Renfield, I was like, okay, Freddy Krueger, I could see that too.
I can totally see a Freddy Krueger. Would he do it? He's already older now, so it's like I know they probably want someone younger. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
I saw someone who they wanted. I forgot.
Wasn't it Wood, Elijah Wood?
No. Someone I saw it recently. Someone else was like, "Oh, this person would be good as Freddy." For
Freddy Krueger. I think Elijah Wood. I don't know if he said he wanted to play Freddy or
direct. He wanted to direct the movie.
That would be cool.
But fuck, never mind. I can't remember right now. But anyways,
fucking Jacob Elordi.
No. It wasn't him. I would have remembered that. It wasn't him.
I got Jacob Elordi as Freddy. Okay. Nancy's gonna be Sydney Sweeney. What's his name?
Just call it Euphoria.
Johnny Depp.
Call it Euphoria.
That's gonna be Glenn Powell. Then the girl that dies, that's fucking the
Chris. It's Chris in the remake.
Who's that girl? No, the girl that gets like slashed when she was having sex.
It's in the remake. Her name is Chris.
No, it has to be Sydney Sweeney because she's like all that. Yep. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
Tina.
That's Zendaya.
In the remake is Chris.
That's Zendaya. And then the daddy is gonna be well, okay. The person that auditioned for it is actually gonna be Skeet Ulrich, but he didn't get it. Someone else got it. Nicolas Cage. Skeet Ulrich has almost been in a movie.
I know. You know what's funny though? With how Bill Skarsgård's been doing great as these creatures and monsters, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being Freddy.
I wouldn't either. It's like, man, he's kind of killing it. Well, the guy that played like in Hellboy, the fish guy, I forgot his fucking name.
He's
Silver Surfer.
Yeah. So I heard him on a podcast recently. They also made a Nosferatu movie with him as Nosferatu. The thing is that since the Bill Skarsgård one is getting more attention, no one knows about this one.
Oh, you see,
and it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, and
either.
He's like great creature.
And I think they're trying to get like the stuff to get it out, but
it's just like the name Bill Skarsgård is like so big
to the other one. Yeah, so not a lot of people more know about that one.
Yeah, oh, that sucks because I really like him. He's like literally any creature movie that you know, like, he's probably been the creature. Like that's so fucking great. He's the fucking Baron. Like
oh yeah, the Baron.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like
which I know I think he said that the makeup thing. I don't think he's up for like long sits anymore.
Yeah, because
probably why I think the Baron went kind of more normal looking. Because
that makes
of that.
Total sense.
He's already
older.
He was
in a fucking suit. Like that's crazy.
Jonathan. Sorry, that's how. But yeah,
that's
let me
pretty
see.
much it, right?
I think so. I think I got everything I needed to get out. Let me see.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just my complaint is literally just the side plots that were happening.
I know the mom, she lives.
Yeah.
But they beat everyone else. They take down the whole Lobo people.
Yeah.
They get down. Oh, I love that. Okay, I do love that they make a circle spell with the cocaine.
Oh,
because she's like, I guess any powder works.
yeah, it's like the Wiccan.
And then the Wiccan tumbler. That's how they found the fucking spell.
I was like, Tumblr, what the fuck?
It's been so ever since I've seen that fucking website.
Okay, question. So you know how like they do a circle, right? And then they kind of like wait for him to get in it, and then they activate it, right? What if you do a whole circle around the city, and then activate it? Would he just start floating?
Well, he would be inside of it technically, so I would assume so.
So why didn't
they just trap him in a building and leave him in there?
Nah, bitch. Just like
in the city.
If you're like, yeah, like, oh, Renfield knows where he's at, right? Like in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Go around the city, real quick. Have the cops just stop traffic. Boom, done. You're stuck.
But then cars have to go over and in and out of the city, right? So they're gonna pass over the powder.
I guess that's true.
So my best bet is, since he was already at the hospital, just trap him in there.
Just trap the hospital. That makes so much sense. What the fuck?
I don't know if the circle has to be a certain size. That's a good question.
I'm gonna go check the Wiccan Tumblr real quick.
Because that's true. He just tried trapping him at the hospital when he was already there and just left him there.
He knew, or when he was weaker.
Yeah.
I guess it's the whole abuse thing, because he's kind of like, you know.
I do need you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that makes more sense. Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much everything about the movie right now. We do get a cameo from Stretch, of course.
Yeah. Caroline Williams.
Yep, we have her there. We also get a cameo from not a final girl, but an icon pretty much from Terrifier, Jenna Cannell.
Oh yeah, she's the one that always gets interrupted.
They get interrupted.
They get interrupted, which I love that. Every time Renfield comes in, they're trying to
Terrifier too.
I think the flashbacks.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is funny. Every time Renfield comes in, they get interrupted. It's like, can never finish their story.
I love that they're like, oh my god, yeah, fuck me, I guess. It's so fucking funny. And then was there any other let me see, any other cameos? No, I think that was it. I think those are the two that I recognize at least.
Yeah, and then the main support group guy, he was in the that one show I really like with the brother and the sister. That they have the little brother that's like Justin Bieber.
Oh my God!
What's the other two?
The other two, yes. Yeah. Brandon Scott Jones, that's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love him in that too.
I was cracking up every time he was on screen. He delivered those lines really well, and I was like cracking up. He was definitely one of the funnier people in here. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it, I think. Yeah.
So that is Renfield. Alrighty, so daddy of the movie,
Nicholas Hoult.
Damn, not Nicolas Cage. I don't know. Nicolas Cage kind of won my heart a little bit.
Oh, I get it. He played.
You can be R, but I'm gonna take that D.
Okay.
Get Dracula.
R. Oh yeah. Yeah. People did make that connection that he's Renfield.
Yeah,
and
he's still
Warm
R.
Bodies. Yeah, he's R. That's really funny.
Yeah. So maybe that was his name. R. Renfield.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe R was like the transformation to Renfield, you know, because he was undead.
Or maybe Warm Bodies happens after this.
Oh, that's true. We don't know the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm gonna give it to Nicolas Cage. He just served the biggest of D's.
He did.
As Dracula.
He did.
He was great.
Best Dracula I've seen since Bela Lugosi.
Rest in peace, my boy. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Best death? I mean, there's a lot of deaths, but
a lot of people dying left and right.
Oh, you know which one's my favorite one?
The head getting thrown off?
That one's cool, but I like the one that when they're fighting at the apartment and he grabs his arms and like kicks his body and then he's fighting motherfuckers with his arms.
So you know what's funny? The arms come off and he's like, holy shit. And everyone's watching through the cameras. They're like, holy shit. But then he starts hitting people with the arms.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh.
Because he uses fish in that same. Fish. And I thought it was
exactly.
Like, are they doing that? Like,
it could be. That's actually really funny because he like even like javelin throws them and like stabs people through it.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like, I don't know if you ever played this Mortal Kombat. I think it's Armageddon or one of those that you didn't do fatalities. You did like button things and then you would like rip his head off or his arm and you can beat them with their arms and stuff. And that was the fatality of that game.
Oh, the guy that got his face ripped off.
Oh, that one was fucking creepy.
Cool. Yeah.
That was fucked. I was not expecting that one.
There's a lot of cool deaths in this movie.
Those were really cool.
And he's dressed like R.
And he is. That's true.
In the apartment fight scene, yeah.
That's very true. I'm trying to think. I think that might be. Is that it, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
That is the movie, yeah.
And the review.
So let's do the reviews like we do in every movie. Carlos, I missed you.
Oh, thank you.
I
Missed you
cried in
too.
the last episode.
Oh, I haven't listened yet.
Oh, you'll see.
I need to catch up on a lot of podcasts when I go back to work.
But we go to our letterbox and give it a rating and a review. If you want to follow me, I'm at Hung 12-inch.
And I'm at Carlos Morris, I.
There you go.
Carlos Warlock, whatever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So go follow us there.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead.
Oh, I gave it a 4.
Okay.
And I said, what can I say? Told from Renfield's perspective, it gives us more opportunities to learn more of the vampire we all know and love. We learn what a true monster he is and how manipulative and seductive he can be with a gaze. Nicolas Cage gives a great performance as Dracula, as if he actually is Dracula himself. Nicholas Hoult eats it as a sad, cute man we know as Dracula's roommate, Renfield.
Okay.
Gays.
Love that.
Thank
so
you.
I gave it a 3. I said a fun and action-packed take on Dracula's story. Nicholas, oh my God, I need to edit this. Autocorrect. Nicholas Hoyle as Renfield is such a great casting and looking like I chime in emo boy, and Nicolas Cage as Dracula is literally perfect. But I feel like there was too many stories going on at once. I want more Cage Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that was mine. So that's basically it. So
Roulette of Horror?
the Roulette of Horror. Alrighty. Did we add another movie?
We did.
Alrighty. Do you remember the spot that it was in?
Yes.
Alright, sick. Let me put it right here. Alrighty. So we're going to pick from the Roulette of Horror. Alrighty, so here we go. 3,
2, 1.
This is like The Price is Right.
Something could be hit or miss, you know?
Whoa! So it's my choice. Oh man, there's a lot of good ones.
A lot of new ones, too.
A lot of new ones.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, what do I want to watch? What's a new one that I haven't seen? You know what? Let's watch Late Night with the Devil. I want to watch that. I was gonna say Get Out, but I want to watch a new movie.
Okay.
So I think Late Night with the Devil is gonna be for next week.
Good, because I was going to add it there anyways.
Really?
Whatever got erased, that was next.
So there we go. Stay tuned for next week.
For Late Night with the Devil himself.
Ah, bitch. Oh, like Dracula said at the end, "Hail Satan, bitch."
Because he's like, when I think he says any final words to him, and Dracula's like, I hope to spend a season in hell with some very interesting people. And I was like, okay.
All right.
Yeah, you do you, baby.
I love that for him. Alrighty, but that's basically it for today's episode.
Yes. If you enjoyed that, make sure you follow us on any platform you can find us. We're on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button.
Whoa.
And give us a 5-star review on Apple. And any lower than that, don't even bother. So thank you so much for listening and watching.
And remember,
we also have merch.
down below, like
Yeah.
our boy Jackson right here, our Renfield here.
Yeah. So, and remember,
Stay spooky, stay sexy.
and see you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Bye, guys.
Bye.